Today we'll see how to use a color I absolutely love, pink, on an old nightstand from my grandmother, paired with a beautiful floral decoupage. I'm Painty, and I teach you how to do your own restyling using quality products that allow you to make your paint at home. Your own paint, so you can transform your furniture from start to finish, even using a paint you've prepared yourself. Let's get started right away. The nightstand you're seeing was given to me by my neighbor who didn't know what to do with it. So what better opportunity to have some fun and turn it into an elegant, eye-catching piece of furniture? Let's take a look at all the steps right away. I start by unwrapping it from the plastic film because unfortunately it had been attacked by woodworms and I had to keep it sealed after applying the woodworm treatment. About 40 days in the film you see here. This process is called gas chamber. After that, I cleaned it first with a vacuum cleaner and then thoroughly degreased it with hot water, ammonia, and baking soda. And finally, I rinsed it off. Let's also remove the handles so we can clean them. If the screws are hard to unscrew, you can use WD-40 like I did and they'll come off in no time. To clean the handles from years of grime and make them shine, you can soak them in a solution of vinegar and salt, as you see here, and leave them to sit for a few hours. Then, as you can see, I rinsed them with a fine non-scratch pad and scrubbed and polished them. Look how they've returned to their original golden color. It's fantastic. Let's prepare our paint. In this little bag that I'm opening and pouring out, in a jar, you'll find the powders already prepared so you can quickly make your homemade paint. Stay tuned because very soon the kit with powders in every color will be available for purchase on my website, MyRestyling.com. And you won't have to buy lots of separate products anymore. A simple kit will be enough for you to prepare your own paint. And now I'll show you how to do. Once you've poured in the powders, add the necessary amount of water. Don't worry, the correct grams for each color will be written down. Better if you use demineralized water. Blend everything together with a kitchen mixer. Make sure to keep a mixer just for paints. Don't use the same one you use for cooking. It's important to blend well so that the pigments mix thoroughly. Next, we add the primal, which, if you followed my previous videos, is the acrylic resin that will help our paint adhere to all surfaces. And then we mix well. Next, pour the paint into its final container, straining it with a sieve to remove any lumps. Since my nightstand wasn't perfect, partly because of the woodworm holes, I decided to give my paint a textured finish. This way, the imperfections will be hidden, so I took a portion of the paint and added marble powder to it. Finally, I start applying my textured paint, dabbing it on with a nice thick brush. Look at how well it covers, even without any primer underneath. 2 coats will be enough for the pink color. Then I decided to apply this beautiful floral decoupage, but before gluing it on, I applied 2 coats of white to the areas where it will go, because the white will make the colors stand out better. Always remember this step, it's a clever little trick. To glue the decoupage, I use my homemade rice starch sealer. If you haven't seen how to make it yet, I'll leave the link up here on the top right. This sealer is perfect for gluing rice paper. In fact, as you can see, it's effortless, and I also use a little spatula to help, especially along the edges and in the corners. Then I trim the excess edges with a cutter. You need to be a bit gentle, otherwise the rice paper might tear. But don't worry, if it frays a little, you can always glue it back down with the sealer. Then, always using the sealer, remember to protect it once it's sealed. It won't come off anymore. Then we repeat the whole process on the drawer and the nightstand's backsplash, as I'm showing you here in the video. The backsplash seemed a bit empty to me, so I decided to add an ornament. But I didn't have any ready at the moment, so I made one myself using moldable wood paste and a mold from brand Redesign. After deciding on the position, I glued it on with simple white glue and then painted it pink. Then I protected everything with my natural vegan wax from jojoba oil. If you want to make it at home, I'll leave the link here in the top right corner. See how the pink color becomes so vibrant and intense? Now let's put the handles back on, restored to their former glory. In the end, I decided to do a light patina with brown wax to emphasize that the nightstand is old and has a history. Look at how well it patinates on the textured surface. If you want to know how to make brown wax at home, you can easily use the vegan wax recipe and simply add anilines to the wax at any time. These are pigments that dissolve in waxes to give them a brown color. It's very easy. Here is the nightstand. Finished! The marble on top was left natural. It was so beautiful that I didn't want to touch it, and it goes perfectly with the brown patina. I remind you to stay tuned to this channel because soon powder paints will be ready to purchase so that you can prepare your paint by yourself at a super low cost, so the entire restyling will be your own work. For sale on the website www.myrestyling.com. Oh, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Bye, see you in the next video.